New at 6 o'clock tonight, a woman named Democrat of the Year by the Jefferson County Democratic Party has been convicted of felony theft from an at-risk adult and identity theft.
She stole from a developmentally disabled woman who uses a wheelchair. Investigator Brian Moss here with us tonight, breaking this story.
You know, advocates for the developmentally disabled say that they're absolutely appalled that the Democratic Party went ahead and bestowed this honor on Estelle Carson, even though the party knew she was under criminal investigation for stealing from a vulnerable woman.
The 66-year-old Carson was a highly regarded volunteer for the Jefferson County Democratic Party. So much so that last November, the party announced it would name Carson its Democrat of the Year for her volunteer efforts to register voters and nonstop activism. But when advocates for the disabled learned of the planned award, they called and emailed the Jefferson County Democratic Party to tell them this. Estelle Carson was under criminal investigation for stealing checks from a 71-year-old woman who is developmentally disabled, partially blind, has cerebral palsy, and is confined to a wheelchair. Carson was accused of using the woman's checks to pay her own internet, cell phone, and cable bills. Before the award was handed out, one advocate for the disabled emailed the Jeffco Dems saying, "I am completely appalled," suggesting the party should uninvite Estelle and not follow through with this honor. But that didn't happen. At a January dinner where these pictures were taken, days after being warned, the Democrats awarded Carson the honor. The party chairman, Chris Kennedy, wrote in an email at the time, "The award being presented by my organization and the alleged financial exploitation needed to be compartmentalized, one having no bearing on the other." Yesterday, a Jefferson County jury convicted Estelle Carson of identity theft and theft from an at-risk adult. She could face 9 years in prison.
Advocates for the disabled say they are disappointed the Jefferson County Democratic Party handed out that award to someone who is facing such serious accusations and a criminal investigation. Chris Kennedy told me again this afternoon that since Estelle Carson had not yet been convicted, the party thought it was okay to recognize her. We did try to call Estelle Carson this afternoon, but her voicemail was full and said it wasn't taking any messages.
And sentencing?
In December, she could face a maximum of 9 years in prison.
All right. Some story. Thanks, Brian.
And if you have a story for Brian to investigate, call our tip line 303-863-TIPS, 303-863-8477. And you can also send us an email through cbsdenver.com.